let me tell you, the voice you listen to will determine your life. The thoughts that you go along with will determine where you end up. And what are you spending your time with, I come back to again. And so for me, when I was young, I was a visual learner. So as I was praying and doing this, getting ready for this message, God gave me a cool vision to share with you. So, how do we invest our time? Because what you're putting is you're sowing seeds into your mind, into your spirit, everything you do. So, some of us, these are the good seeds, the clear ones, okay? We go to church twice a week. Go to Sunday, Saturday, or whatever you do. So that's about 3 hours a week. Each rock represents 15 minutes, so there's 12 rocks in here, okay? You go to church twice a week, people think you're fanatic for Jesus. That's unheard of. But so, we invest the good seed, okay? 3 hours. But if we're going to be honest, and I went light, 3 hours of television and social media a day. Let's be real, some of us in here are crushing 3 hours a day. We're going 4, 6, 8 hours, especially if you ain't working. But we're going to go light. We're going to go 3 hours. So you go to church your 3 hours, but then your 3 hours on Monday on Netflix, Instagram, TikTok, right in there. Then Tuesday comes and you do the same thing. But you didn't go to church on Tuesday, so you're going to keep going. And then Wednesday comes and then you're doing your 3 hours. Oh, wait, I did a devotional that day. Oh, you spent 15 minutes? There you go. All right, so then Thursday comes. And we go, and we're pouring it out. I think you're starting to see the picture here. But you know what we do is we just look at this glass and we say, man, I went to church twice this week. We pretend this glass doesn't exist. I went twice this week. Look at that. 3 hours with the Lord. Meanwhile, you spent 30 hours on TikTok watching girls dance, or even watching Halloween movies with people getting their throats slit and people committing adultery. But that doesn't exist because that's just entertainment. That's on the television. That's not really impacting my spirit or my mind. And so we get so focused, but the reality of the situation is that this is one bowl. That's one body. Do you even see the other rocks? Maybe a little bit. And what we think is that, the new week starts, so we start all over. It's Sunday, so I'm starting all over. No, these rocks don't get taken out. Those spirits and those things that you've been witnessing and entertaining your spirit and your mind with, those stay in you. So you see the ratio, it just keeps piling on and on and on, and we wonder why all these believers who come Sunday to Sunday, and that's all they do, they continue to struggle and have depression and anxiety, and they don't understand why their life is not going the way they wish it could go. Now you can see. But you know what? God is a good God, and when you pray and you ask for repentance, He starts taking some of this junk out, throwing it aside. Real repentance, you know what God did? He gave me a fresh slate. There's no more alcohol rocks in my jar. There's no more heroin rocks in my jar. There's no porn in my jar. There's Jesus is in my jar. Am I going to lie and act like I don't get angry and some rocks slip in the jar? Of course they do. But I come up and I pray and I ask God to remove them. And He does. What are you spending your time on? It has more of an impact on you than you could ever imagine. Hopefully maybe seeing this little demonstration of what you're actually doing to your spirit.